to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Lauren and I make videos on versatile style and a bit of motherhood here and there. And today I'm going to film my what's in my hospital bag video because I'm currently almost 35 weeks pregnant with my second baby, and my first baby came at like 37 and a bit weeks, so I thought I should probably get onto this and get this filmed. Being a second time mum, I do have a bit more of an idea this time on the things that I will actually need and the things I will definitely use. So this video will hopefully be able to help you out if you're sort of wondering what you need to bring. I will have a blog post linked down below that has my like essentials checklist that you can print out if you like. While this isn't, it's definitely not a like minimalist kind of hospital bag video, it's not excessive. Well, I don't think it is anyway. I know that I will use pretty much all of these things, and yeah, so hopefully this will help you out. If you do enjoy the video, if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe, that would be amazing. I'm very excited to have you join our little community here. To give a little context, obviously this is an Australian version, if you can tell by my accent. I feel like there are a lot of US based videos on this topic, but not a lot of Aussie ones. And I feel like they do things a little bit differently here. Just to give a bit more context as well, I am going through the private system, so my hospital does provide a fair few things. Like for baby, they'll include the like nappies and wipes and that kind of thing. So obviously check with your hospital what they do and don't provide. And I will be staying for about 4 days. I know that might seem a bit longer than a lot of the videos that I've watched, but for my hospital that's sort of standard. Might not stay that long this time because this is my second baby and I guess I have a bit more of an idea, but if I can, I probably will use that whole time. I know some people want to get home as soon as possible, but particularly having like a toddler at home, I'm kind of going to make the most of having this time with just the little one to look after and get used to breastfeeding and all of that sort of stuff. Obviously adjust sort of amounts as necessary for what you need. But my hospital recommends bringing 2 bags. One is just like a smaller bag to actually bring to the labour ward while you're actually in labour, that just has like the essentials that you'll need for that point in time, and then a separate bag that you can leave in the car and your partner can go and get once you're moved to the postnatal ward. So this is my backpack for labour. And then I'm bringing a suitcase I'll leave in the car, and I just find a suitcase to be easier to sort of find things in rather than sort of, you know, rummaging through a duffel bag, but whatever works for you. First thing is I have this Lululemon bag, which is a really handy backpack. I used it for my last labour. It's quite heavy, got quite a lot of things in it. But first thing is a drink bottle. This is just a Camelback one. This one with a straw is really handy, so that you can drink sort of hands, like, you know, if you're holding the baby, you can just use one hand to drink, and you get really thirsty when you're breastfeeding. So just a good drink bottle is a must. And then in here I also have my antenatal card, like details in the front pocket. I won't show you that obviously because it has all my details on it. Just a big plastic bag to chuck any dirty clothes in. And then I have a pair of thongs, so any sort of slip-on shoes. And then the cool thing about this bag is it actually kind of unzips all the way so that you can, like, it's almost like a suitcase, so you can just zip it all up and see all the things in it. So I have at the top here just a heat pack. I did use this when I was in labour last time, mainly while I was in the car. When I got to the hospital, I had my epidural, which was amazing, and I didn't need it anymore, but it was handy just to have there in the car. I am bringing a little, you know, there's one of these massage ball things. Don't know if I'll use it. I tend to use it a lot on my like neck and shoulders, just in normal everyday life. But I thought that it might be helpful. And then I have everything sort of separated into sort of little compartments so it's easy to find. In my checklist, I have kind of like separated into like comforts bag, your first shower bag, and then like the stuff for the baby. So I'll start off with the things for baby. Basically, I've got a little hat, a little like grow suit that covers their arms and legs, and then just a little singlet as well. I have the Bond's Cozy Suits in, this one's a 40. That's just what we used for Ruby, and it was pretty big for her. She was a small baby at about 2.8 kilos. This baby does seem to be measuring a little bit bigger, but I think that will still fit. I know as a first time mum, I was like, what size are you supposed to bring? I'm just gonna bring pretty much all the grow suits in 40s, and then some of the other ones in like a couple of 30s for like the singlets and stuff. If things are a bit big for them, it's fine. They can be a little bit roomy. And to be honest, Ruby didn't actually even wear many of her clothes at all. She was pretty much just in like a little singlet and then just wrapped up all the time. So every baby will be different. So then I have a bag that just has all of my things for after labor. So my first sort of shower after labor. That's what the midwife at the hospital recommended the first time. In here I just have a cute little pink nightie, some big undies that I'm not going to show you, you don't need to see them, a nursing bra, a pair of socks, and also just some long pants. Toiletries. So I'll go through all these things and then I'll go through this bag, which is more the things that I may or may not use while I'm in labour. In my toiletries bag, I have just the sort of basics, little shampoo and conditioner, toothbrush, just my moisturiser, shower cap in case I don't want to wash my hair. I don't intend to really wear a lot of makeup, but I do have my makeup remover wipes in case I decide that I want to use them. Toothbrush, toothpaste, and then Tom's toothbrush as well, and then some little floss sticks, because there's nothing worse than having stuff stuck in your teeth. And just my Cetaphil skin cleanser, which is great because you can use it for your face and body as well. And then I have a few other toiletries in my other bag, but these are just sort of the necessities that I would want to have with me after I've given birth and have a shower. So as I mentioned before as well, I had an epidural the first time, and I very much intend to this time. If you're planning a natural birth, good on you, you're amazing. I have no interest in that. I want to be nice and drugged up. My birth actually went really smoothly the first time, except for like at the end, that was a little bit dramatic. But my obstetrician was amazing, and I love my anaesthetist. He was incredible. He did an incredible job with that epidural. I had such a calm, wonderful birth, and so I'm really hoping that the same thing happens for this time around. It's a more interesting bag, so this is just my little sort of comforts bag. It's just got a few things that I may want to use, so I'll just go through it. I've got my headphones, I've got my lip balm, very important. So if I had not had my epidural, I would not have cared about this, but I have my concealer and just my normal little lip stain that I use all the time. So I did actually put that on last time. It sort of just made me feel a little bit more myself. Obviously, totally up to you. Some people are very against bringing any sort of makeup, and then others are all about it. So you do you. Little battery charger thing for my phone. I need to pack the charger for this as well, or like the cable. I have a little list of sort of like last minute things to pack as well, so I'll go through that afterwards too. In here, obviously not going to be used during labor, but for afterwards, this is just the Lancino nipple cream, lanolin nipple cream, which I use this like basically after every feed with Ruby, and I was really fortunate to like not get too much pain at all. She was quite a good feeder, fortunately, from the beginning, but like I was like religiously putting this on after every single feed. So they come in a small bottle, but I just went and got the big one because I know I'm going to go through it this time as well. Just a little mirror, hand sanitizer. I'm sure there'll be plenty in the hospital, but always good to have during these COVID times. This is like a little slick stick thing for like little baby hairs. Again, don't know if I'll use it, but I like just to have it. A couple of hair ties, glasses cleaning cloth, little hair clip, and some bobby pins. This is just a little comb. Again, as I said, I am very much intending to have an epidural, but I've seen videos where they say that you can, if you squeeze the comb, it's like distracts your brain like from the pain of contraction. So I thought I would bring that just in case, like while I'm waiting for the anaesthetist or anything like that. So we will see. And this is not to scare anybody because like I actually had an incredibly wonderful, calm, peaceful birth. Like it was amazing. It was just this short time between getting to the hospital and waiting for the anaesthetist because things had sort of ramped up like way faster than I'd expected. So yeah, that's that. I don't want to freak anyone out. Like birth is like seriously the most amazing thing. I'm actually so excited for it to have, like to do it again. We'll see how things turn out. Obviously a bit nervous, but excited as well. This is my little like essential oil roller thing, like Young Living's Valor and Stress Away mixed in, and it just smells so nice. Funny story about essential oils, because I am bringing a couple, but I don't intend to use them in the diffuser. I'm just gonna bring them to like sniff if I feel like it. I'm bringing lemon, Valor, lavender and peppermint. And tangent, but funny story, for my first labor I did have intentions to bring my diffuser, because the midwives at like the classes before, they were like, oh, bring your diffuser if you enjoy, you know, essential oils and aromatherapy and all of those things. So had it all packed and in the boot, and then as we got to the hospital, I would say I was in quite a lot of pain. Keeping in mind, my intention was always to have an epidural. I hadn't sort of planned to have any sort of natural birth whatsoever. So like, this is not to scare people at all. Like labor was actually great. But when I was in the car, I was not very comfortable. And we got out of the car, Tom was picking up the bags and everything, and he's going, did you want me to bring the diffuser? And I'm just like, it was like midnight at this point in time. I was not happy. I think I was in the middle of a contraction, and I was like, what the F is the freaking diffuser gonna do for me right now? I want my epidural. Let's just go in and get it done. The nurse was like, yes, you're definitely in active labor, and I can tell that, yes, you know, things are gonna happen quite quickly from now on. So I did not end up using my diffuser. It probably would have been more useful to just enjoy that while I was at home before I got to that point, but things kind of escalated quite quickly for us. So yes, I'm sure for some people it would be great. And I had a pen as well, because always handy to have a pen. And then I've also got, this is just a big sort of bag that I can just shove things into in case we don't feel like fitting it all back into the suitcase. So these kind of things are always handy. And just have a little change of clothes for Tom. You probably won't end up using this, but if for some reason I can't get my epidural, or it doesn't work, or I don't know, whatever, and I need to be like in a hot shower or something, I want him to have a spare pair of clothes to change into. And what else do I need to bring? Last minute for my labor bag, obviously phone and charger, camera and charger. We are doing cord blood banking, just something that was important for me to do. It's just like this kit here, which they use to collect the cord blood. And also I've just got a note to make sure Tom has enclosed shoes, because if you do need a C-section, your partner needs to wear like enclosed shoes. So I think those are all the things in my labor bag. If I've left anything out, it will all be in the blog post down below. And now let's move on to my suitcase that I'm going to bring to the ward, and Tom will go and get that from the car. Okay, so for this next part, I've separated into things for me, which are mainly clothes and stuff, things for baby, and things for like breastfeeding and that sort of thing, which counts as things for me, but you know what I mean. So I'll start off with the baby side, because that is the part that's probably the most interesting and fun. In terms of their clothes, this is the thing I like really didn't know what to pack when for my first bub, but I've just got this sort of little packing cube with all the baby clothes in it. I have 3 of these grow suits. They have the hands and feet all in one. These are the One's cozy suits. We absolutely love these for Ruby. These are 4 zeros, and they actually fit. She was a small baby, so she was 2.88 kilos, so she was quite small. And these were actually huge on her, but then they also fit her for about another like 8 weeks or so. So I'm pretty sure that this will fit our bub, hopefully. If it doesn't, then we'll just have to get Tom to go and buy some more, or go get some more up from home. But I've got 3 of those, and then there's the one that's in the labour bag as well. And then I've also brought 4 of these little, I don't know, onesie things. Again, it's actually going to be summer, so it's really hot. I'm not sure if they'll need these. Ruby actually just wore these ones without anything under it, so we'll see, but the hospital recommends bringing a few of these too. Just another little hat, some little mittens, and 3 little bibs, because they do tend to dribble and get milk everywhere and all of that sort of thing. So those are like the main clothes for bub. Wrapped up here is things for like their first sort of announcement photos. So I've got, this is going to be the special little outfit. It doesn't really look different to the other one, but this is like a nicer sort of ribbed fabric. I don't think it's going to focus. And a little hat, and this is from Snuggle Honey Kids, which is one of my favourite baby brands. They do these beautiful muslin swaddles. So we've got little baby boy, this one, and I'm also bringing just this beautiful navy one too, just because I figured I'll probably take a few photos. I did for Ruby, and I want to like have them all wrapped up all cute in a nice little swaddle blanket. And then to go with that, I have to cover up the name but I've got their little name plaque thing for their name announcement, which is fun. And then we got given this baby inkless print kit that you just sort of like wipe on their feet, and then you stamp it onto this special paper, and you obviously can get their footprints and their handprints. And with Ruby, we didn't end up doing it until she was like 9 weeks, and I figured having a toddler at home, I'm going to be pretty busy with a newborn and a toddler, so I thought I'll bring this to the hospital and do it while I'm at the hospital, and that way it can all be done then and I don't have to worry about it later. I've got one little burp cloth. This is one of the swaddle grow bag things that you just zip up rather than actually having to swaddle them. Another little blanket in case we need it, but again, the hospital does provide blankets and things like that, but it's kind of nice to have your own little cute things. And obviously everyone will be different. Like some people will not care about taking photos or anything like that, and I was like watching a lot of videos, people were like, don't worry about that, you're not going to want to do that. But I really enjoyed that with Ruby, you know, taking the photos and everything. It made me feel a little bit more me, and like because you know, after you've given birth and like you're not feeling yourself, your body is all different and everything, so like having some nicer things to wear and having like the baby things, I don't know, it was fun. So for me, that's what I'm going to be doing. My slippers, these are just, it's so cute. They say let's avocado, and they have avocados on them. And then on the other side, I have the things for me. So I'll go through these things first. These are actually just like my electronic things. So I'm bringing my little tripod in case we want to take like a photo together as a family. And this is just the attachment for my phone. Obviously I'll have the camera with me in the labour bag. This is a tip that I saw in someone's video, but just bringing a small little cable power board, because the power points are obviously always really far away, and you can just get a long phone charging cable, but I didn't want to go out and buy one specifically for this purpose. So I'm just bringing a little like power board, which came in really handy last time. And then now I don't know if I'm going to use this, but I really love using this at home, and this is just like a little clip with a red light on it, so in the middle of the night, rather than turning on the really bright lights, you can actually have the red light, which doesn't affect with your sleep. This is from blue blocks, but I use it all the time at home. I actually have 2 of them, which is why this one is already packed. So we'll see. Just a handy little thing that I find helpful. Sorry, I'm just getting uncomfortable. When it comes to clothes, obviously everyone is going to be different in terms of like how much they want to bring. As I said, I probably will be there for like 4 days. And with Ruby, I tried to be a bit more minimal in terms of the clothes that I brought, and I wished that I had brought more. So this time I'm just bringing a few more things so that, you know, I can like change into a fresh pair of pajamas like every morning and like just feel fresh, because last time I think I stayed for 4 days, but I only brought like 2 pairs of pajamas and then some like other clothes, and I was like, I should have just brought more pajamas. So as I said, some people might think this is excessive, but I'd just rather bring them, and they don't take up much room. I'm bringing 1, 2, 3 just like pairs of pajamas, and then I've got another pair of like long pants, because these ones like are short, so I've got another pair of long pajama pants and a robe. This is from Target, and they had it was on sale, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get that. I'm not usually a robe person, but when you're breastfeeding you do tend to like not have much on, and I thought a robe would be quite handy just to throw on in case I do have anyone coming to visit, although with the COVID situation at the moment, not sure what's going to be happening with that. I'm in Perth, so Western Australia has been incredibly fortunate with everything that's happening with COVID, but we are just potentially going to be opening up just as I'm about to have the baby, so I don't know what's going to be happening. We will see. Going home outfits, so I've got, oh, here are the pajama pants that I was talking about before. I've got like a t-shirt, and I'm going to pack my like maternity shorts. Again, it's really hot here at the moment. I also have a cardigan and like a pair of tracky pants in case it happens to be cool like with the aircon, but I don't think I'm going to wear that, to be honest. And then just another pair of like comfy shorts. So that might be like a lot of clothing to some people, but I am going to be there for 4 days-ish. And I don't know, I just want a nice fresh pair of pajamas every day, because you get milk everywhere. I've also got 2 maternity bras and a maternity like nursing singlet thing. Yeah, that's all the clothing. Obviously adapt to how long you intend to be there and what you think you're going to be like. Some people I've seen in videos that are just like, I literally just stayed in a hospital gown the whole time, I didn't care what I was wearing or what I looked like, and that is awesome. This little bag just has a few pairs of socks and some really big undies, which you don't need to see, but I just got a bunch from Kmart. Did I get them from Target? I was at Target, so I think I just picked some up from Target. But apparently like Kmart does some big ones. Everyone talks about getting the Kmart ones. You buy Kotex overnight regular with wings. I think they do maternity ones, but these ones were like on sale, and I used these ones with Ruby last time and they were fine. So I just thought I would go with those because they were cheaper than the maternity ones when I was at the shop that day. And then these are basically like adult nappies, like underwear that's like a nappy. I actually have 4 of them left from when I had Ruby. Thought I may as well just bring them and like use them up this time around so they don't go to waste. And then this is just my toiletries bag. So as I said, most of my toiletries are in my labor bag, but I have a few things here. So these are the things for like breastfeeding. Just a few like the disposable breast pads. The milk doesn't usually come in for a few days, so just a few of them is fine. And I brought the like non-disposable ones as well, but I'll probably just use the disposable ones. It's easiest when you're like just getting started breastfeeding. I found, because they actually stick to your bra. Obviously not as eco-friendly, but when you're starting breastfeeding, you want to try and make things as easy as possible for yourself. The jojoba oil that I've been using on my tummy, there was just a little bit left in this bottle, so I started the new bottle and I figured I'd bring this one to the hospital, so I don't have to bring like a full bottle to the hospital. I have a headband because I have really bad baby hairs and I really need a headband to cover up all the frizz. And then this is just my little my normal like skincare, the Ordinary Ascorbic glucoside. This is like a vitamin C solution. There's just a little bit left in this bottle, so I thought I'll bring this one so I'm not bringing like a whole big bottle. I have a nail file in here as well, and this is just another little headband, more flossy sticky things, and some hair ties. So, and then I'm gonna include, probably bring my pillow, because last time I just found your tummy feels very like wobbly once the baby comes out, like it's very empty. And I found when I was sleeping, I'd lie on my side and my tummy would kind of like wobble over, if that sounds weird. So I was like bunching up my jumper to try and like support my tummy. So I'm just gonna bring my spare pillow so I can just like more comfortably lean on that. That sounds really silly, but that's what I'm intending to do. I've got a change of clothes in there for Tom as well. Oh, I just need to like pack my comb and stuff like that, because obviously I can't pack it yet because I'm still using it. And then also, last two things, I am bringing my boppy pillow. This is for breastfeeding, particularly when you're starting to breastfeed. It just helps support the baby so much better than just like the little pillow that they give you to use at the hospital. You can use a normal pillow, but this like sort of wraps around you, and I found it helped so much getting them into like the right position. So yeah, obviously use this one with Ruby. I just picked up a new cover, which is so cute. This is from Etsy. I will try and link it down below. This is a gift for Ruby from the new baby. So I don't know, I just thought I'd get her something cute. How adorable is this little ruby red? Well, it's not ruby red, but it looks like a ruby red kind of colored bunny, and she loves these bunnies. So we saw this one and her name's Ruby, and we're like, oh, that is so cute. I got her this cute little cat as well, because she got this same sort of a girl version for Christmas. And I thought her baby brother can bring her the little boy cat too, which I thought was really sweet. And then just a little book that says, I am big sister. So obviously not really relevant if you're a first time mum, but just something cute. So I think that is everything. Hopefully this video was helpful. It's probably very long and rambly, but I know I really enjoyed watching these even now when I was packing my hospital bag for the second time. Just gets you excited and in the mood, I guess, for this next sort of exciting time. I've left a blog post link down below, laurenatalia.co, and you can print out like my hospital bag checklist and sort of have a list of things. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, it would be amazing if you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. And congratulations and good luck if you're also packing your hospital bag. See you in the next video. Bye guys.